Okay, so yesterday we took the kayaks onto the super truck, the 2 kayaks, and the John boat. We took them to the state ponds. It was a Friday, 13th, July 2018. State ponds is a PFA, public fishing area, in Deering, Georgia, McDuffie County, and it's got a ton of ponds there, and most of them have the typical stuff: catfish and bream, and that's what we were targeting. And they have bass, and some of the ponds supposedly are stocked with striper. But anyway, that's what we got yesterday. Me and my twin brother Richard and his wife Katie. Katie drives the John boat. She's got the mothership, and we get out in the 2 little kayaks, and we just kind of split up on these ponds. And by doing that, you can do this. You can catch all these. We brought our own worms. We've been growing worms since 2008, 10 years ago. And also we caught a bunch of catawba worms earlier on when they were all over the catawba trees. And you take cornmeal in Ziploc bags and throw like 10 worms a piece in a little old sandwich Ziploc bag with cornmeal in it, and stick them in the freezer, and then you can fish with them. And these catfish were the main ones that were going for those catawba worms. They loved them. And of course the bream, they loved the little red wigglers. Ours are actually smaller than your typical store-bought red wigglers, but they work really well. Look at that shell cracker. That sucker is huge. But anyway, we're set up to clean them. One thing we do is we fill this cooler up with ice and sodas and things like that, but you save your bottles and you stick them in your deep freezer. Most of these we have marked. Well, maybe we didn't mark any of these. They have X's on them. They're just block ice. This works great too. Huge thing of block ice. That's the half-gallon jug. And so then when you're done fishing for the day, you transfer all your fish from the baskets, and you put them, you take all your drinks out of the coolers. You put them in, you take all your drinks out of the cooler, and you put all the fish in the cooler. So then the next morning you can clean them, and they stay cold. And then, of course, down here in Georgia, mosquitoes are very prevalent this time of year, so we'll burn these little things, and also we'll burn a thermocell, and we always put it under something to kind of protect it from the weather. But we'll keep a thermocell burning nearby while we're cleaning. We have 3 buckets. This bucket is for guts. That bucket is kind of rinse your hands off in, and this bucket is where all the clean meat goes. And then once you're done, we get gallon-sized Ziploc bags and label them accordingly. And we'll put the cleaned fish we'll take them out of the bucket here, put them in those Ziploc bags, and set them on into the deep freezer in the shed there. And anyway, I hope y'all, whoever watches this, has a good time fishing somewhere. Bye-bye.